Hello everyone, I hope all are good and fine. In today's video, we will be discussing about the top 10 factors that influence silver prices or decrease the silver prices or affect the silver prices. So in today's video, we will be talking about this. So before starting video, I would like to request you that if you have not subscribed yet to our channel, so please make sure to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon if you are want to get updated from our latest news. So let's get started. So let's start our video. uh, by its very clear classification as a precious metal, silver finds itself in a small group of valuable commodities that includes gold, platinum and palladium. This beautiful white metal has always been in demand because of its unique characteristic and relative society. While demand for silver has been constant, prices can fluctuate frequently. Following are the 10 factors that affect changes in the price of silver. What drives silver prices? Understanding the pricing trends for silver requires a careful study of a number of different factors. Some of these market dynamics work against each other, making the study of silver prices more complex. For example, when the costs of production reach a certain level, any market price below those costs mean less mining and supply. On the other hand, higher silver prices support more expensive mining and production, increasing supply. We briefly summarize below the 10 piece factors that serious analysts and educated investors and silver evaluate for making decisions to buy or sell silver. Of course, each of these factors generates expensive research, study, and does their interrelationships. However, an awareness of these market movers will help you understand more of why the market trends up or down. Remember that while any of the following picture may gain special attention at a given time, it's important to consider all of them in context to understand both short-term price movements and long-term trends. So the first one is supply and demand. The supply and demand equation for silver is one reason the metal is so valuable. Supply is limited, but demand is constant. However, the basic economic fact of markets is that any perceived or actual increase or decrease in supply or demand will move prices. Often this often disproportionate the change itself. For example, if a strike interrupts mining, a major procedure and producer silver prices may spike over the short term. Likewise, announcement of a new use of silver such as and solar panels will generate more buying and creating upward price pressure. The next one is silver scar. At one point, photography consumed massive amounts of silver due to its light sensitive characteristics. As non-silver photography has come to dominate the field, there is a demand. Likewise, there is a very large stockpile of photographic film that has been recycled from its silver content. Another way this factor plays out that increasing prices will cause more existing silver jewelry, coins, and other products to be sold and melted down for addition to market supply of silver. It's worth noting that Silver Institute studies show how of the readily stockpiles of silver and scrap have been exhausted in today's silver prices for the commodity. The number three is technology. As noted with the change in film technology, silver prices are directly and indirectly moved by existing and new technologies. Many of these are user uses of silver take advantages of physical characteristic found only in this metal, making it virtually irreplaceable. Contradicting that is the fact that new technology is in fact helping to replace silver and more mundane applications. For example, new types of aluminum alloys are acceptable replacement for some cheap mirrors. The same goes for common use of stainless steel, flatware, and many households rather than the traditional items. Nonetheless, it is the demand of from solar to photovoltaic system and many green applications that generally make technology a net bullish factor for silver demand and prices. The number fourth reason is economic trends. We are discussing it right now. In good economic times, people spend a great deal for money on jewelry and items that contain precious metals such as silver. Likewise, if incomes stagnate or drop, such purchases are often the first to be deferred. The level growth and economic health in emerging market is what is a major indicator of the segment of demand. However, even in rough economic times, there is often demand for luxury products, including watches and fine jewelries. Reports that trends in the area of high demand often serve as an indication of overall economic trends, which influences silver prices. The next we want to discuss is national and global economic trends. Silver, along with gold, is considered to be safe haven investment. This means that silver is seen as retaining its value and purchasing power better than paper currency and certain other assets when there is economic uncertainty. When and if those economic concerns turn into full crisis, there is generally significant upward pressure and prices for silver and other precious metals. The sixth one is inflation. Most analysts, economists, and investors understand the insidious nature of inflation on portfolio value. This includes even minimal inflation compound over long period of time. Silver, on the other hand, is seen historically a great hedge against that inflation. Inflation will erode the value of paper currency, and silver can provide protection against such losses and purchasing power. The seventh one reason is strength of the dollar. As the leading global currency, the US dollar generally has an inverse relationship with the price of silver. Silver market participants have seen a history of strong dollar creating pressure on the price of silver. At the same time, many savvy investors watch for times when the dollar is strong and average down their holding by finding bargain prices of their purchase. The eighth one is gold prices. While the significant of the gold price ratio silver ratio is object of intense debate, there is a historic relationship between the price of gold and the silver. In general terms, as the price of gold moves up or down, silver price will follow. Some specialists trade based on JSR, buying or selling as silver expensive or cheap relative to the current price of gold. Interest rates. Mentioned briefly above, the level of interest rates is an indication of overall market conditions. Since investments in silver are not made to get a current return, some of investors will opt for interest payments in the place of long-term appreciation of silver holdings. Therefore, silver's market prices generally have an inverse relationship with the level of interest rate similar to the strength of the dollar. The 10th reason is government policies. Due to its long high history use a medium of exchange, silver markets continue to be influenced by the government actions and policies. For example, while gold gets most of the attention, such as a reserve, central bank around the gold buy and sell silver better. National minutes, such as the U.S. Mint, consume a great deal of the world supply of the silver by producing both bullion and domestic quality coinage. So in this video we discussed about the top 10 reasons that affect the prices of the petrol. So I sorry, the prices of the silver. I hope you will like it. For more videos you can check out our next channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much. Allah.